I actually had an entrepreneurship class that introduced me to a lot of the concepts that I'm putting in place today, and just recently transitioned out of corporate America the summer of 24 into franchising as an entrepreneur as my first step. And I did something a little unique in that I actually purchased an existing business from a previous owner under the franchise instead of starting from scratch. And so today I am running a pool maintenance and repair business that has nothing to do with any of my career background. However, I'm leveraging quite a bit from that background to actually apply to drive growth of that business.
So we'll get to what I've talked to about with Leslie Cuban. So if you're listening, you've listened to the start of this series, we actually met Leslie through Leonard. Mm-hmm. So she assisted in his process, and she mentioned Leonard at the start of this would have never thought that he was going to be owning that particular franchise. So we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. There, in knowing you for a long time now, mm-hmm. longer than I realized, yeah. There has always been something that I've complimented you on to other people. Mm-hmm. Even in your corporate career, I said, Leonard is always interested in hearing information. Mm-hmm. And then he will decide what to do with that information. And it came from, I used to joke with you. I'm like, dude, you take more interviews than any person I've ever met, even when you love your job. And you said that's the best time to take an interview because now you have all of the leverage. You don't have to leave because you like it. What do you think sparked that level of curiosity, and how did it serve you in the interest in transitioning to entrepreneurship?
Yeah, I have to definitely thank my parents and my family for really kind of embedding in me having a natural curiosity. I further think that is what allowed me to see success in my professional career as well as having that curiosity, to your point. I think the idea of being curious about making a move and moving into entrepreneurship was really because I wanted a new challenge. I think that curiosity leads to continuous learning, obviously, and always wanting to kind of grow. And so I think that is kind of my mantra, is that I'm always learning. I look at every day, like, what did I learn today? I ask my kids, what did you learn today? Because we should be learning every single day. And if I feel as if I'm not, I move. And that's really what it was, is that in my corporate career, I had about 20 years of experience by the time I left. And over those 20 years, I literally was having conversations with people around things that were happening. And I worked in, some pretty hefty roles as it relates to working directly for like presidents of the organization, of the business unit, CEOs, direct reports to other C-suite staff as a direct report. And one thing that I started to say in this past year and a half was, everything is feeling like deja vu. I've seen this play out before in this way. This is what's going to happen. And it did. And so it was a point in the past 2 years, and thinking about my family situation, where it's like, all right, I want to do something different. So let me investigate. And to do something different, that's where I really got serious about the entrepreneurship route.